No, I'm saying, okay. When you look at the circumstances, Dan, we are not inclined to give the Chicago police the benefit of the doubt. Here's what we know, is that number one is that Sean had no outstanding medical history where that would suggest that that he was in failing health. Now, what else that we do know is that we know that the premise for his arrest, sitting in a car that is not turned on, the engine is not on, the child is in a safety seat. He clearly alerted the officer. He was waiting for someone else. So the fact of his arrest. And then when it comes to transparency, we don't have the body cam from the arresting officer. We don't have the surveillance video from the police station. It took them 48 hours to notify the public. For the most part, they never. You guys remember this? It's the same day that Judge Miles was executed, was murdered. So we understand how it may have gotten swept up under the rug, but they were not. Every life is important, and us as activists, we advocate for everybody. But there are a lot of unanswered questions, Dane. We don't want to rush to judgment, but if you don't want this speculation, and you're talking about transparency, answer all of these questions. Answers: why was he? Where's the camera? Release his medical history. Release the arresting officer.
Did it ever say how long he was in that car waiting? By the way,
there's no information as far as the amount of time. The family doesn't even know the amount of time. The only thing that they know is how long he was. From the girlfriend's statements of how long.
And what was that?
We would say this. What we can tell is that Mr. Browder lived in DeKalb, Illinois. He was here. He was going to DeKalb. He was here to visit family for a picnic. The picnic ended at dusk, and so the window from him preparing to travel and when he was actually arrested, we know that is a 6-hour window.
This is very
important.
So it could be this is very important. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying so it could technically be anything. Yeah. It could be anywhere from a half hour.
We really need the information from, even though it's an ongoing investigation, we need more information. They have to tell the public more. If it was a matter of natural death, natural causes, you would have think that they would say that because the coroner has already done its job.
Right.
You know, so we would have that information right now as we speak. It doesn't take that long.
Well, the coroner actually, the medical examiner's office, they did call them today and say it's pending tests.
Normally, you know, a few days at best, you know, just let me just say this. It shouldn't be roughly a week now, roughly. Shouldn't take that long. Toxicology, almost 2 weeks. Toxicology, whatever it was, it shouldn't take that long. And again, if it was natural causes, you would think the Chicago police would say, hey, this guy's died of natural causes. And then all of the public mistrust and the public needs this information, because now what we're believing is that you can't sleep in the car, and if you're in the hood, you're going to get arrested by the police and thrown in lockup, and I might have a heart attack in lockup because I don't want to be there.
Yeah, it's bad enough to be driving while black. Well, now you can't be parked while black. That is our concern.
Okay, now another issue is this. Okay, I don't know if you remember the case of Cassandra Feinstein. Okay, out of Skokie. A Caucasian woman resting in our car. Police took her down to the police station and pushed her into a concrete bench that broke nearly every bone in her body. Where was the accountability? Do you know what the accountability was? Anita Alvarez charged the police officer with misconduct, official misconduct, and with assault and battery. he was allowed to plead down to misdemeanor charges. That's what happened to Michael Hart. He was allowed to plead to misdemeanor charges under the jurisdiction of Anita Alvarez. We want justice. This stuff is constantly occurring over and over and over again.
Well, you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Speaking, is there a public comment section
Yes.
today?
You said something about 7:30.
7:30.
Okay.
Yes.
So the 2 minutes ago.
So I want to announce what's going on. Tonight is the police board meeting at 7:30 p.m. inside this building. When we'll be addressing these issues with Sean Riders and the Kiwan Rays, because this is unjust to the highest degree. We want Eddie Johnson and Rahm Emanuel to know this is irresponsibility to not take accountability for these actions. That's simply what we're here for. We are here for the public. We are here for the community. This is our judicial responsibilities as activists and pastors to speak for the public. And that's why we're here for. So if that's all being said, we're going to wrap this up and we'll see you at 7:30. Thank you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Good job. Good job. Hi. I'm gonna give you a check. Okay.